Hi my friends, welcome to another video. My name is Prudence and each week I'm answering one question that you submitted to me on Instagram. You can find the submission boxes over on my Instagram highlights where it's mentioned body Q&A. There are a few submission boxes. I also try to do an extra Instagram story every now and then. You can also leave them in the comments below. Note that people can see the comments, see your username on Instagram. Everything will be sent over to me directly and I will never ever mention your username in a video. The question of today: I've always been skinny but I have hip dips and feel insecure about my glutes and thighs. I think it should be thighs. First and foremost, I do want to disclaim I'm not a doctor. I am just giving you some sisterly advice. So hip dips are the part that on your hips that goes inward. I will leave a message somewhere of Nelly London. She is on Instagram. I love her and she spreads a lot of awareness on hip dips. It is not something you should be ashamed of. You can kind of see it as your bones being the foundation of the flesh and the muscles that goes on top of those bones. As you know, our bones and our bone structure is something that you cannot really change. I mean, there is no changing to our bone structure, and having hip dips is entirely normal. I have seen multiple diet ads and promises and hacks on how to get rid of hip dips when it's something that the majority of people actually have, especially women. Usually the bone structure of men is also quite different from women. So that's something that biologically speaking is different. So that is why it occurs more in women than it does with men. So if you come across some tea or coffee or weight loss ads, please be aware that many of the before and afters that you see are highly edited, that they are posts, that they are shot from different angles. Many of those ads are misleading. The promises that they make, that they will let hip dips disappear, I mean, that is quite impossible. You mentioned that you are slim or skinny, have those hip dips, and that you feel very insecure about them. I know that feeling of insecurity and that feeling of, wow, this is something about my body that I don't like, that I think is abnormal, and that I want to get rid of because that is what society tells us to do. Hip dips are completely normal. It is because your bone structure is made that way that you have them, and when I look at them, I actually love my hip dips. I love the way that my hips are, like, it all comes together so perfectly. And I like that about myself. When I first had them, I was like, whoa, what is this? I mean, they didn't appear overnight, obviously, but they were there all of a sudden. I looked in the mirror and I was like, that wasn't there before. My jeans didn't fit anymore, or it didn't fit well, and I didn't like that. Then I found out about the terminology about hip dips and what they are. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, because it means that my bones or my bone structure somehow changed or somehow grew or evolved. That's something quite cool to see. Having them or not having them, it's all in our bone structure. And the cool thing about being a human being is that we are not alike. But still, so many women have hip dips and so many women have cellulite too. Those are things that society are telling us to get rid of, but they know that there's a huge market that will believe that those things are abnormal, that hip dips are abnormal, that cellulite is abnormal. They tell us that it's a bad thing that we have it, so they can make more money out of it. And that's exactly what it is. Please don't be insecure about something that makes you a human being. I'm so proud that you reached out. Now I get to tell you that you are perfectly normal, gorgeous, and your body is exactly what it's supposed to be and is exactly doing what it's supposed to do. Your flesh and your muscles are hugging your bones, and it's beautiful. I hope this video helped you in a way, and I hope I did answer your question. I hate that people are feeling that these parts of themselves are not supposed to be there because they are. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up and tell me in the comments if you have any more tips on how to love those beautiful hip dimples. If you enjoyed this shirt that I'm wearing, I have many more on planetprudence.com. You can check it out. There's more apparel and I ship worldwide. Thank you as well to my patrons who are supporting me for 4 years or over 4 years already. Thank you so much. I love you. I couldn't have done everything without you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!